and Robert sort of drifting, but not quite there, but finally becomes sort of back here seeing what's going on.
That's true.
Is that true?
That is true. That is almost when you see.
Are we rolling? Oh, good.
Oh my.
Okay, let's start with introductions. This is Weir Hahn, the artistic director of Actors Express.
That's right.
Thank you.
Sure.
And let me give a whole introduction in terms of your name.
My name is Maurice Ralston. Hi, Mom. And I am an actor, and I'm under contract. And despite what you've heard, no.
And you play Jeffrey, the producer in this play.
Yes.
Well, let's start with you. Who is Jeffrey, this big-time producer in Hollywood?
Well, he's not really sure of that himself. I mean, who can actually say that they are? I'd like to think I know myself, but come on. The guy he projects an aura of amorality. He believes that it's a question of what you allow yourself to do is what you will accomplish. And he does pretend, or he wants to be perceived as amoral and dangerous. However, as the play progresses, you realize there's a little something more to him. And you were speaking of the other character and the shift in power,
yes.
And the amoral one is not actually who you expect him to be. These people in this play do some terrible things to each other, almost inexcusable, and our job was to make them, flesh them out, if you will, and make you understand them, these horrible things that they do. When I read the script the first time, a friend brought me the script and said, you need to look at this. And I read it, and what you see on the stage is not what I saw on the page. And at the end of this script, I was justifiably, no offense to anybody, appalled. And I actually physically removed myself from the thing, and I was just shocked. But Nancy Keystone, the director, who also designed the set, and she's responsible for the wardrobe, she's good. She's good.
Where this story sort of evolves from this power play that he suggests, but some simple characters, well, at least Robert, the actor or the screenwriter, doesn't quite know where he is. But where is he finally in this whole scheme of things?
I can only answer that by saying that in many ways, The Dying Gaul was Lucas's own attempt to come to terms with his experience in Hollywood. Reckless, having been a popular, and having gone to Hollywood with certain promises made and promises broken. And I think you can actually probably cite it specifically. What's the maxim that opens the show and that he cites again towards the end? Why can't we get this? How many nights do you live on stage with this?
Those aren't my lines, so I don't know them. It's
self-preservation is the
self-preservation is for any man the immediate task. This character uses Buddhist principles the same way some people use, let's say, biblical scripture to justify some perhaps unjustifiable actions. You know what I'm saying, but. I don't know where he is in the end. It's not a good place. Nancy Keystone says that it's about a soul being twisted and perverted by grief, and he does not come through it well. He is not ennobled. He is not a better man for what he's gone through.
But he has found a way to survive.
But is this a sexual story, or is it a power story, or what? I mean, it's all of those.
It's absolutely both. Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
And what about the wife? Your wife in the play.
Well, I cheat on her. Oh, God. Who would cheat on this lovely lady? Well, it's in the script, okay? She's wonderful. But her actions are also very questionable, what her motivations are. There's such a thing as being unaware, and then there's such a thing as being dangerously unaware, where you're a danger to yourself and others. And that is where I think she goes. Friends of mine who've seen this show, their loyalties shift throughout the play, and a lot of people come down with, how could she have done what she did? They feel, even though there are a lot of betrayals, her betrayal seems to be one of the most stinging, I guess.
But she and Robert do this cyber thing. What is the cyberspace thing in all of this play? What's that about?
It's a new frontier. It's a world that we that man is creating, and it's spoken of as if it's another space. And with a new space, with a new frontier, the possibilities are limitless. And right now, they're doing things about it. Their regulation is a good thing, can be, but it's an untamed frontier.
And it's a place of no inhibitions. I think that's the
Yes.
key thing, and it opens both of them up to. They both become vulnerable to it in a way.
Do Robert and Elaine know that they're talking to one another, or are they distant from it?
There is a detachment when you project your
But do they finally know that they're talking to one another?
by the end.
by the end, but I don't want to give anything away.
We just did.
We just oops. Why did you ask?
I'm sorry. I saw it too.
Come see it anyway. I take off my shirt. No, really.
You
Okay, I don't.
take off your shirt.
No, it's a nice shirt.
Well,
I wear it.
let's wrap this up. What are the morals or the final lessons to be learned that we're people that have power plays, and what are the final themes?
Oh my! I can tell you that it's a bleak place, and I guess you got to go to bleak places sometimes to learn beautiful things. I am excited. I'm glad that this one is coming down, and I'm leaving such a bleak place, and I'm going to a wonderful place, which is where's first show of the next season. We're very
Let's talk about that.
yeah.
We're opening the season with Tony Kushner's adaptation of The Illusion.
Oh, yeah.
I've described it as a dragster of a play, and that it's tricked out with all the stuff that's most fun about coming to the theater. There's scenes of low comedy and beautiful soaring verse language, sword fights, magic. I mean, you name it. It's just kind of tricked out.
Yeah.
And I have a fantastic cast, and Mr. Maurice Ralston checking in one more time.
Transition boy.
That's right. So
Okay.
with a radically different character.
Dying Gaul runs through Saturday,
The second of
September 2nd.
September, yeah.
And we want everybody to come out, obviously.
Absolutely.
And any final thoughts about what this story is for people who haven't been here yet?
I think it's written from an incredibly raw place, and I think it's intended. I think it's of contemporary dramatic literature, one of the most truly cathartic plays I've ever read. The audience undergoes this incredible transformation. To pin it down too specifically, I think, is to do it an injustice. It's got a bigger palette than that. It's a beautiful play.
Well, thank you so much.
And the illusion opens. The illusion opens
17th of
the
September.
17th of September. Come on, get some culture.
We'll be here.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
It's great to meet you.
Uh,
Yeah.
This is Rob Martin from Actors Express for OutTV Atlanta.
I got the last parking spot. I was lucky. Huh? Okay. Leanne Reed coming to you from the Roxy Theater, where tonight the 10th annual Fashion Cares benefit will take the runway. Tonight's fashion show will benefit the Living Room, which is an organization that provides stable and affordable housing for people living with AIDS, and the St. Joseph's Mercy Mobile Health Program that provides cost-effective education and screening for breast cancer. Sure. Sure. Is it going? Okay. Leanne Reed coming to you from the Roxy Theater, where tonight the 10th annual Fashion Cares benefit will take the runway. Tonight's fashion show will benefit the Living Room, which is an organization that provides stable and affordable housing for people living with AIDS, and the St. Joseph's Mercy Mobile Health Program that provides effective education and screening for breast cancer. Okay.
Welcome to Fashion Care 2000. It's great to see so many familiar faces. But before I say anything else, I want to introduce the chairs for tonight, Danielle Rollins and Stephanie Blank.
Good evening. Danielle and I would like to thank everyone for coming tonight, and we are so excited. I feel like I'm in the big city. And we want to take a serious moment and talk about what this wonderful fun evening is going to do for our Atlanta community. The money that we've raised this evening, which, and these are checks that are still coming in. We've raised over $100,000, but we can't add up all the checks we've got rolling in. Housing to low-income and homeless individuals who are AIDS victims. The other is St. Joseph's Mercy Mobile Healthcare Services, which provides both social, educational, and medical services to those individuals who can't afford to pay or don't have insurance. So there's some wonderful organizations that you all have helped support tonight. Thank you.
Families, our friends, everyone on the committee who made this event possible, most especially Lorraine, Lila, and Liz, yes, who have pulled this event together and helped us in a million different ways. Thank you everyone for being here, and we hope you enjoy the show.
I've got to thank my entire staff. Bob Ellis in Atlanta celebrated their 10th year anniversary this year. And I want to thank the community of Atlanta for supporting us. And I want to thank all of my staff for making me look so good. This is not, it's fun for me. I love doing this show. But it comes from a passion for wanting to do good, for wanting to raise money, for wanting to raise the stakes. Breast cancer and AIDS are two horrible diseases. I have lost friends to it. I have friends who have suffered. And I am proud to play some role in trying to make people more aware, for trying to get people to open their wallets a little bit more. We raised over $100,000 this year, which is phenomenal. But like my father and mother know, I'm never satisfied. So next year, we're going to do $200,000 with God's help. And tonight, you've all made a big difference. But if you think during the show tonight that this is possibly your only donation to these charities, and you want to write another check, we would love it. I also want to dedicate the show to someone who brought a lot of style to this city. She was not a personal friend, but I met her on the shoe floor at Barney's when I was in New York. I sold her shoes. I fell in love with her presence and her wit and her intelligence. And I'm very sad at the passing of Barbara Weiss, who opened Snooty Hootie. And knowing Barbara, she's looking down on us tonight, and she, I hope, will enjoy the show. Okay, so give me a few minutes to get around there, and we'll start. But I did write a little commentary. It's a classic now. Fur trims, fox, rabbit, mink, sheared. Intarsia is a catchphrase. Intarsia fur. Little bags, skirts and dresses. Red, white, and blue is the new animal print. People are dressing again. Letting go is in the air. Why not? Why not? Animal prints, a classic. Things are not in or out. Confidence is fashion. The leg goes opaque again, but this time with a beaded strappy sandal. But a nude leg is far from over. The greatest thing about fall 2000...
Okay. It's going? Okay. I guess I can't see it. Last Thursday night, the Atlanta area got some much needed rain at the price of many people's power. So, due to your overwhelming request, we will replay last Thursday night's edition of Out TV Atlanta. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. My name is Leanne Reed, and we're standing here on the corner of Piedmont and 10th. We love this area. It's really great. Nikki Motos, Outright, Blake's, Caribou, what can you do? But anyway, start over.
Yeah, I mean, if you want. That was good.
Was it? I was just like, okay. Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. This is Leanne Reed, and I'm coming to you from the corner of 10th and Piedmont. It's our favorite corner with Nikki Motos, Outright, Caribou, Smoothie King, whatever. Okay, we also have Blake's, and last Thursday night, when our show was airing, we had some much needed rain to the Atlanta area, but many people lost their power. So, due to your overwhelming requests, we will replay last week's edition of Out TV Atlanta. So, for tonight's show, expect to see Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. Last Thursday night, the Atlanta area got some much needed rain at the price of many people's power. So due to your overwhelming requests, we will replay last week's edition of Out TV Atlanta. So for tonight's show, you will see the Dying Gaul that is currently playing at the King Plow. We will go to the Human Rights Campaign Georgia Equality Project annual barbecue. And we will talk with Kathy Alterman, Atlanta attorney, who will speak to us about same-sex partners and parenting issues. We will also see the sneak preview of John Waters' new film, Cecil B. Demented. And we will start the show off with Lisa Lanier, Paralympic fencer, as she practices at the Shepherd Center. Starting on September 7th, Out TV Atlanta will double our viewing area, so please spread the word. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. For further information on our new viewing area, please see our website at outtvatlanta.com. Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. On last Thursday night. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. I'm Leanne Reed. Welcome to Out TV Atlanta. My name is Leanne Reed. Last Thursday night, the Atlanta area got some much needed rain at the price of many people's power. So due to your overwhelming requests, we will replay last week's edition of Out TV Atlanta. For tonight's show, we will see the Dying Gaul that is currently playing at the King Plow Theater. And we will go to the Human Rights Campaign Georgia Equality Project annual barbecue. Atlanta attorney Kathy Alterman will talk to us about some same-sex partnership and parenting issues. And we will see the brand new John Waters film, Cecil B. Demented. We start everything off with Lisa Lanier, Paralympic fencer, as she practices at the Shepherd Center. Please spread the word that on September 7th, Out TV Atlanta will double our viewing area. For a detailed map, please see our website at outtvatlanta.com. I hope you enjoy the show. Okay. Oh, there it is. I'm like,
Okay.
we're just so
Oh, so that's the mic.
That's it.
Okay, great.
That way, it's better than both having to wear this,
Right.
I think. So, how long are you going to stay?
How long am I going to stay here? I'll be here until Monday.
You got both of them? Okay. Hi, this is Leanne Reed with Out TV Atlanta. We're here at Outright Bookstore with Michangelo Scruggs, who wrote The Men's Room, and he's here to talk about his book and sign some copies. So, welcome to Atlanta.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you could make it.
Glad to be here.
Will you tell me about your book?
Okay, sure. The Men's Room is basically about a guy, or chronicles the life of a young man who was raped at 17 years old, and years later, after growing up and going through a sexual maturation, affirming his sexual identity, he graduated from law school and came face to face with his attacker once again and was able to bring him to justice.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great. Because I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Like, a lot of men never report.
It's a problem that is ongoing in our community for centuries. It has happened. And people really don't report it because it's a family member and because it goes a lot with family values, or it's someone close to family. Plus, it's just something that, especially in the African American community, we don't really discuss. You know, it's not a public topic.
Do you think it's a lot different?
As far as
like interracially mixed, or maybe?
Well, I really can't say. I can only speak for the African American community, and what I can say as far as the African American community is that for us, it's just a very taboo topic because homosexuality is, for one, a very taboo topic, and then to talk about male sexual rape, that borders on that subject for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's
I guess even deeper.
to deal with it, right?
Yeah. What are the main reasons that you wrote the book?
Well, I'm a counselor, so I counsel a lot of people, and I've counseled some people who have been raped. I've also worked for an AIDS service organization in St. Louis, and some of the people that were clients there have also been raped. So basically, this is written for my counselees to sort of give them a therapeutic measure in which to cope with the rape and be able to overcome. So basically it was written for them, just to sort of, you're not alone. There are other people out here who are enduring the same problem. But in this book, there's a hero where normally there isn't a hero. Because the assailant, although it may be known who the assailant is, usually is never able to bring them to justice because of different reasons.
All right. Is he like a composite of different people?
Actually, he is, yes. The main character is a composite of so many different people. All of them are just, compacted into one, But certain things he goes through in this book, deal with me personally, such as, the breakup and makeup relationships. But other than that, with the rape case, it encompasses a lot of people that I have counseled.
Oh, yeah. Have they all read it?
They've read it, and all of them give rave reviews about it. They are becoming better at coping with what's going on. A lot of them have confronted their families about what's going on.
And that probably made it worse. They never were able to tell anyone before, were they?
But this kind of said, okay, this is out there. At least someone's writing about it. So now that gives me a little more ammunition to say, okay, this is what we need to do. We need to go ahead and talk about this. I need to tell my mother. I need to tell my father. I need to tell the person who did it to me, and let them know how I feel, that I don't like it. I didn't appreciate it. Even if I can't bring them up on charges now.
Mm-hmm. At least you can deal with it.
Right. And it helps them through their day-to-day struggle.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a very nice thing to do. I think it's a good book. I've heard a lot about it. I haven't got a chance to read it all.
Well, I hope you do pick up a copy tonight.
I hope I do too. Really, I will. So are you going back home after this to finish medical school?
I'm going back, medical school starts back up on Tuesday, so
really?
I will be back in Cleveland at the Ohio College of Podiatric Medicine, doing what I do best, seeing patients.
Well, good luck with the rest of your school and keep the good books coming.
Well, I will try.
Okay.
The next one coming out is Blood Thicker Than Water, and hopefully that will be out before December.
Oh, really? Good Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, good. Well, thanks for taking time before
thank you.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you.
Thanks. That's it. It's finished. Was that bad?
No, man.
Wow.
Great. We appreciate it. You're very welcome. Thank you very much.
And do you have one of your cards on you? Because mine are outdated.
I have that one. You can get in touch with all of us through that same email.
Okay.